Brilliant. My name is Ryan. I'm the course leader for esports, and I'm here with my wonderful games team who will be standing up at some point or another. This is the main event of our year. This is the big celebration. This is what it was all about. This is what so many of you have worked so long and hard for. I mean, ultimately, some of you have been here 3-4 years, and you see so much incredible work on these computers next to us here, but you also see the results of the Game Jam as well. Thank you all for coming and celebrate the end of another academic year, and the reason we're here is simple: to celebrate the amazing work that the students have produced this year, whether or not it's a game, a programming project, research project, art, or anything in between. There's been some genuinely incredible and impressive work created throughout both games and esports courses here at UWL. It's been a particularly big year for us because we welcomed back Jay and Sally in 1 year. Can you imagine? How did we work without them last year? Thank you so much for not open riot in the streets last year when we didn't have them both, but not only did we get one, we got both, which is huge for us. However, that's not it. We've also actually done some work this year, as it turns out. So thanks for your continuous input. Thanks for you sharing your thoughts, opinions with us, so we've been able to continue to improve. And a large part of that has ended up with us improving the games course offering for this year, which many of you already know. We've just gone through the process of expanding our games courses, and we've got 2 brand new games courses, which will be starting this September. Go on, I know it's paperwork, but give us a round of applause. Let's go! Lynn, fantastic. This is a really exciting step forward for the games courses because it's doing really what the games course always kind of should have been in a way. This specialization, this chance for all of you to be so much more specialized, so much more honed towards this outcome. So I'm really looking forward to that. Even as you are about to graduate and those who are leaving us, obviously you know what we're like. You're more than welcome to keep in touch, keep coming back, keep attending these different types of events, check in, and I know we're going to be seeing some graduates and alumni, definitely today, but certainly I think tonight at the pub as well. So you will always be part of the UWL Games community, and that goes for everyone who's currently studying, everyone who's left. Still, you'll always be part of this community. Next, I'd like to say a big thank you to Sega and MSI for sponsoring the Game Jam, supporting our students through the Game Jam, and for helping to make today's awards possible. And you're going to see the phenomenal amounts of swag that they brought along. We appreciate the ongoing support that you've both given us in terms of now 2 years of Game Jam sponsorship, and we look forward to future opportunities to partner up, and I already know that a number of discussions have already gone into that. But yeah, from a personal point of view, everyone, both Claudia and Cedric from Sega, absolutely fantastic people, not just to work with, but also just talk to. I've really enjoyed working with you directly for the Game Jam, and MSI, who we met properly this week, but what fun we've already had this week, and I'm hoping we get to do quite a lot more going forward. Special thank you and a special commendation to our esports students who have been volunteering for both the Game Jam and for the award show, and I'm especially going to shout out Cameron. What a phenomenal effort went into this week. A lot of you won't know this, but we were working for almost 3 days straight on trying to get all of the media ready, both for the FMP and for the things that you're going to be seeing today. So special thank you to Cameron, but also to Karina. You both were volunteering a lot throughout the Game Jam, so big round of applause. Excellent. I'm very, very close to shutting up. Whether or not you're nominated today, presenting work, or supporting your friends, or just here to say goodbye to this chapter of your life, thank you for being part of this community. I really hope this is going to be a really nice closing, maybe for you, but maybe this isn't the end as well, and we can discuss other ways in which you can stick about. One last thing to say before we kind of get on with the show. If you do get called for winning an award, you're going to be stepping up. There's going to be some nice handshaking nonsense. There's going to be some nice prizes and stuff to give you. I'd recommend if you do win, which will especially suck if you're like in that back corner, work your way around the side and then come through to here. Please watch the cable because I forgot to tape it down earlier. So please don't fall down that, especially not on camera. Good luck to all of our nominees, and I'm going to be passing over to John for the first award, which is the Peer Leadership and Community Contribution Awards.
Thank you. And yeah, amazing. Just to see this space. I think we came, sorry, I'm going off script. I'm not supposed to just read the script. But,
don't worry about it.
Yeah, we came to see the space when it was completely empty. I mean, it had some equipment in it, but there was a requirement from the university for us to, for people to make better use of it. And I think what better use than this? So, and the team I mean, I can't thank you enough. You've gone over and above, and I really think, I'm sure your students appreciate it, but I and the school certainly appreciate everything that you've done. It's been amazing. I'm now going to just read from the script, which I had eyes on about half an hour ago, so forgive me if it's all sort of all over the place. So, our first award recognises the actions of students that often happens behind the scenes. Let's hope it's not all the things that go on behind the scenes with gamers. The Peer Leadership and Community Contribution Awards celebrates the individuals who have gone out of their way to help others succeed or to contribute to the experience of their peers. Okay, it's quite an important thing to have done. These are students who support their classmates, who contribute to the wider community, who share knowledge and encourage collaboration and help and create a positive culture within the course. Sound like brilliant people to me. So this year's nominees for the Peer Leadership Community Contribution are... Every one of our nominees has made a positive contribution to the games community this year, and probably over many years, I should imagine. And we're incredibly grateful for the role that they've all played in supporting their peers throughout the year. The recipient of this award, however, has demonstrated exceptional commitment to representing the student voice, not only in the past year, but for the entirety of the time at UWL. Well done, that's a pretty good achievement. For 3 consecutive years, they've served as course representative, taking on the responsibility of listening to their classmates, and we know how difficult that can be sometimes, gathering feedback, and working tirelessly to help improve the student experience. Thank you for doing that. The games community is stronger because of their commitment, professionalism and willingness to step forward and lead. So the winner of the Peer Leadership Community Contribution Award is, am I spent to kind of open the envelope?
I mean, you can pretend if you want, but it's now showing up behind you. So.
Yeah, okay. Brilliant. All right. Come on. That's fine, that's great. So you get that?
Thank you everyone for this award. It's been nice serving you. It's nice hopefully getting that microwave in there when it does come. Thank you everyone. It's been a great experience, and thank you to the lecturers, thank you to all my classmates, big thank you to the entire university. Thank you.
Games are often described as a visual medium. By who? Sally, who wrote this? Games are a design medium. But some of the most memorable moments often come from what we hear and the melodies that stay with us even long after the game has been played. I'm sure everyone's got a favourite game OST that you no longer have to enjoy the game anymore, to enjoy that for many more years. This award recognises outstanding achievement in composition, sound design, and effective use of audio to enhance the player experience. Be it from our own game students or the students in LCM that we've worked very close with for their 3 years as well. We can't understate their achievements too, of whom have been an integral part of our game jam over the years, and the nominees for Best Audio Design are Play Video.
Hey, are you here to play in the arcade?
Skeleton treasure lies up ahead.
As as you saw from that, there was a real assortment of people who were compositional specialists, but also audio designers and technical audio as well. And that kind of shows off just how much we kind of do across all of our different departments, all of our different schools and courses as well. But this year's winner stood out for creating an audio that felt completely inseparable from the game that it was written for. And the work demonstrated not only technical skill, but also a deep understanding of how music can support gameplay, reinforce atmosphere, and elevate the overall player experience. And it's stating here, I have to state what the actual game is, but I'm going to long it out just for a moment longer. It contributed an essential part of the experience, helped to create a distinctive identity that we immediately connected with as judges. And it was a soundtrack that felt polished, professional, and remarkably confident in its execution. And now I get to really long this one out, isn't it? So I'm proud to announce that the winner for Best Audio Design goes to Keelan!
Oh my god, cool. Oh, yeah.
Oh, we didn't write your speech for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I have the privilege of doing Game Artist of the Year, and everybody knows that that's the only category I really care about, so I'm very excited. And I'm going to say more stuff about how art is great, even though I managed to sneak some into your speech as well just before. So art has a unique role in game development, and to me, it's what breathes life and that little bit of extra something into the games we play. It's what takes games from a prototype to a fully immersive idea. Great artists simply don't create attractive images, they communicate ideas, establish the vibe, which is my favourite word, and help transform concepts into believable worlds. Game Artist of the Year recognises exceptional artistic talent, creativity, and contribution to game development through visual design, and the nominees for Game Artist of the Year are... All of our nominees have demonstrated remarkable artistic ability, that clown still haunts me, and have made significant contributions to the projects they've worked on. Specifically, the recipient of this award, though, has not only been selected because of the genuine hard work and dedication to artistic output, but also because everything they touch ends up being beautiful and well thought out. This year alone, this artist has created 2D concept art, 3D game-ready assets, logos, branding, UI, and video media for both individual and group challenges, and been in the Game Jam. So the winner of Game Artist of the Year is...
Thank you so much for everyone who's been supporting me. Ever since I was a kid, I always wanted to be recognized by my art, and I would basically draw like every day to improve my skill in anatomy and animation. I would self-teach, at home, watching YouTube videos and everything. But thank you to my lecturers, Jay, Ryan, and Sally, for giving me the confidence in my work. Thank you so much, everyone.
Game design is often not seen but felt. You may notice the art, you may notice the music. This kind of goes against what we just said in music, doesn't it? You may notice the art, you may notice the music, but really it's actually game design that keeps the engine on. This is why we'll try to make great games, is because we can make the best looking thing of all time. It could be very technically focused and it could sound amazing, but if it's a bad game, it's always going to be a bad game. We were once in this really stuffy investment hall once, and this probably very rich, well-off banker, something came in, and he said almost like it was a revelation. we found from our research that games that are good tend to do quite well, which is absolutely fantastic. Great designers think deeply about how players feel, they anticipate problems before they occur, they create meaningful choices and build systems that encourage players to keep on exploring, experimenting and having fun. And the nominees for Game Designer of the Year are, if I press the right button, hopefully I do. 3 level 6s there and 1 level 4 group as well, and I really want to shout out the talent that is coming up through level 4 and level 5. Some fantastic designers coming through as well. But the winner of this prize has consistently demonstrated qualities across multiple projects and multiple years. Beyond the academic work, they've been a key contributor to a couple of really complex Game Jam projects, especially this year. Time and time again, they've shown the ability to take complex ideas and turn them into engaging gameplay experiences, and the FMP is a deep understanding of what makes players tick. It's really trying to understand what the player experience is all about. And that's what success looks like in terms of game design. And so I'm proud to announce Harren.
Yeah, Game Designer of the Year is something that I never expected to win because it's quite a stacked group there. But yeah, just thank you for putting me forward for this. Thank you for accepting me for this, and just thank you in general. I don't know what else to say. I wasn't prepared to win this. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, ready?
Okay, great. Then technical innovation is often what makes the impossible possible. And behind every great game, there are systems, tools, and techniques that bring ideas to life. Technical developers solve problems that players never see, overcome complex challenges, and create the foundations upon which great experiences are built. The nominees for Best Technical Achievements are This year's winner has consistently shown a remarkable dedication to developing their programming expertise and pursuing technical excellence. And the winner of the Best Technical Achievement is... Craig Rhythm.
Thank you to everyone, especially here today. I want to thank my lecturers and everyone that I've worked with within the Game Jam. You guys inspired me to be more technical and try and achieve things I haven't done before. And thank you so much. And keep the passion going for making games. Hope to see you all in the games industry.
Nice to see so many of you here today. I have the honour of announcing Excellence in Game Production, Research and Media. Production is something I feel really passionate about because we need to finish projects in order to actually say that we've completed a game, right? And behind every successful project is someone making sure deadlines are met, communication is clear, tasks are organised, and the team remains focused on a shared goal that a final product is actually completed. The games industry relies on producers, researchers and media professionals who bring structure to creative projects and help transform ambitious ideas into successful outcomes. The nominees for Excellence in Game Production, Research and Media are...
here. No way! I can't wait for school tomorrow.
So, this year's nominees, all of them, have demonstrated the importance of these often unsung disciplines. While players might only see the final product, they don't always see the planning meetings, schedules, task management, documentation, research and the coordination that make those projects possible. And remember that producers are the ones that translate between all of the departments, so they kind of need to know how to do everything, or at least communicate intelligently between the departments. When challenges emerge, they provide structure, and this individual has been nominated by their team members, and there really is no argument as to why they deserve this award. The winner of Excellence in Game Production, Research and Media is Nazim.
Thanks a lot all my peers who nominated me for this award. Thanks a lot to my lecturers who helped me a lot over the years. I think last semester I did my planning for media module, and it made me realise all my to-do lists that I always kept in my schedules, there's a job in that, which I didn't realise. But yeah, I'm super grateful for everyone who nominated me and for this award, so thank you.
And now to welcome, most of you already met Claudia, but Claudia joined us as part of this Game Jam. Obviously last year we also had Cedric, but Cedric couldn't quite make it today, but I'd like to welcome Claudia to the stage. So we're going to be talking through, in reverse order, which way the awards kind of are going to be given out. And we're going to start, I guess, with 4 and 5, fourth and fifth position. What we'll do is that we'll talk it through, and then I guess we'll both add some points in and stuff as we go along, right? So in fourth and fifth position, in no particular order, we have Pelago, Depths of Despair. I can't actually remember the name of those. Pelago, Depths of Despair, and Reef Retribution. From my point of view, and from point of view of the course team who kind of worked on this one, we thought both of these games had a lot going for them. They were quite complex. It wasn't that they were necessarily really simple games or anything. They were quite complex. They weren't entirely off theme or anything, but usually they had something fairly substantial in terms of the this particular development, which got in the way of enjoying the game to its full potential. Not saying that we're massively far away from you having a game that is fully enjoyable. It's a case of probably going back to it and having another quick look over and making sure that you can progress in the way that you wish to. Did you have any points on these two?
Yes, Pelagos, you had fantastic artwork. When I opened up the pitch, I was like, wow, this is a real horror game. I'm not sure if I can actually play this. But then, it wasn't that scary, so thank you. And then Reef Retribution, this was actually the first game that I opened up. And I showed it to my husband. I was like, look at the quality of this game. And they only had 1 week. Unfortunately, there were some pretty big bugs, but if you fix it, please let me know, because I was incredibly excited. The narrative was there, the art was fantastic, so please fix the game and I'll play it with my husband, apparently.
Yeah, okay, thanks so much. So yeah, in third place, now it got quite difficult from this point upwards, which sounds like such a tired phrase, isn't it? But it really did, it got quite difficult, and there were some minor arguments in chat, as always. But in third place, we've had it reasonably unanimous at third place was Coral Guardian. So, round of applause for Guardian. From the course team perspective, Coral Guardian actually punches maybe slightly above its weight, because I know a lot of the team are probably going to be quite surprised at this. However, I think it had really good foundation, although it was a slight buggy mess, only a slight one. It did function as a game. It had a game loop to it, roughly. You couldn't necessarily win very well, but it had a rough game loop, and you were enticed to engage with so many different forms of interaction. Right, this bubble gun did a lot. It kind of was very close to being fully realised, and then I think it fell apart at the end. right? So this is really showing that if it hadn't completely fallen apart at the end, we would have been talking a very different story. Claudia.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Cedric isn't here because he would have more technical notes, but I would say that that was a fantastic 3D environment. That's what I took out of it. The 3D environment worked, so you definitely delivered on that point.
Yes, exactly. And now to really long out this so that you can really sit in and wonder what the winning team is going to be. Any kind of general points about the Game Jam, about the experience that you'd like to share?
It was really hard to decide.
Yeah.
Cedric and I were split. I'm still split. That's all I'm going to give away.
Yes. It was really difficult. Yeah, I think there was a fairly even split across the course team and across Cedric and Claudia exactly who was going to win this one. And so those who get second place here do not feel that you've lost it by any significant margin, as so often happens in the Game Jam. I think it probably would be worthwhile us calling the winner as opposed to the second place, because you'd be able to work it out anyway.
But then can we say something nice as well?
We'll say something about both of them, I feel. yeah. So we're going to call the winner, and then we're going to talk about second place, and then we'll move back up again, okay? Does that sound good for framework? Have I longed out enough? People feeling the tension enough now?
I am feeling it. Let's go.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. So the winner of the Summer Game Jam, do you want to read it?
No, please do.
Yeah, the winner of the Summer Game Jam is Brief Relief. And that, as we say, that was absolutely impossible. And we're now going to state why it was impossible by talking first about white coral crime. So from the point of view of the course team, there was a hard fight on this one, let me tell you this much. This game is incredibly impressive. Right, it's really genuinely fun to play, and it's exactly like a game I wanted to make. I felt like you're in my brain. Phenomenally good game, really fun idea for a game loop, but it kind of was falling apart a smidge. Right, a certain structure of play, a certain way of playing it through, got fairly far, but quite often we would just come across a break that was just too much of a break. So I think Cedric was saying in the call, if it hadn't have broken twice in his game sessions, it would have been his first place straight up. Right, so it is another one of those cases where it was real close for us. It had a lot of fantastic ideas, and it just came down to that final, probably 5% or so. Julia.
Yes, I just wanted to say this as someone who works in a company and is trying to do sustainability. I felt this was like a conscience check to a degree. I had a lot of fun playing it. I can't wait to share it with my colleagues, not only within Sega, but mostly in the Playing for the Planet community. So we have a call coming up, and I'm going to share the game because I think that it's going to be a smash hit for people like me who work in this field and know everything that can go wrong. So team, thank you so much. You were not only in Ryan's brain, but you were in my brain. I take this as a compliment that this is my nightmare scenario, and I played my nightmare scenario. So well done. I really can't wait to share it with others in this field. Thank you so much for doing that.
And now on the winner, Brief Relief, this game ultimately topped out because it was, I think as Heron said in the interview, very small, very polished. Like phenomenal amounts of polish, despite the fact it did have a minor bug, probably one of the smallest game-breaking bugs out of all of them. But it did have a bit of a bug. But apart from that, it was pretty much rounded, almost perfect for a Game Jam game. Really, as far as they go, the game loop was not just simple. It was actually quite dynamic. There were quite a few different game loops kind of on top of each other. So a dynamic game loop, polished that generally it worked fairly effectively. You're probably like one push away from having a really consistent working system going on there, like a complex game system. The art was fantastic. It had an intro animation. The little Ring of Roses thing at the end when like some of the corals are dead and some of them aren't, like it's a touch of genius. Leaderboard, you basically did everything that we say to do in game jams and did it pretty darn well, while also being completely selfishly kind of the epitome of what our course has been about for the last 3 years. A real nice cross-section of all these different areas of study.
I can't agree more. It was a well-rounded game. You had everything, and I believe that you know it after 4 years apparently of attending this course, but it has everything. So when I met the team, you shared what you were intending on doing, and you delivered on creating a fantastic little management game. I lost track of time trying to play it and tried to keep everyone alive. I did not manage. Best was 3 out of 5. If there was a 6, it's clearly dead. But you did incredibly well, so thank you for sharing that with us.
Brilliant. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring up the first place team. So we're going to bring up the first place team, and you can come meet Claudia. And we do have some goodie bags and bits and bobs.
the self-proclaimed group leader. I am so grateful for my team. We all did really well. It was a very fun process, and I think game jams are something that offer invaluable experience. I hope to see my teammates as non-teammates next time, maybe. That would be very fun. But yeah, thank you all again. Thank you, Sega and MSI. Would you like to say anything?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Creating a game is difficult, as we now all know. Creating a game entirely on your own is something else entirely. Solo developers must become artists, designers, programmers, producers, testers, and problem solvers all at once. They're responsible for every decision that arrives during the development cycle. And the nominees for Best Solo Developed Games are... All of our nominees should be incredibly proud of what they have achieved. Developing a game on your own requires resilience, discipline, and a willingness to continually learn and adapt throughout the development process. This year's winner has created a project that represents the very best of what we strive to achieve across our game programs. Their game demonstrates excellence across multiple disciplines, from visual presentation and artistic direction to the gameplay design, user experience, and overall polish. Every aspect of the project reflects an extraordinary level of care and attention to detail. And the winner of Best Solo Developed Game is... Dalia Absala.
I did not expect to win again, but I'm very grateful. I mean, I did put like a lot of effort and all-nighters into this game. Don't be like me, don't do that. Yeah, I'm just very thankful. I don't know what to say, I'm speechless. Thank you again.
Greetings from MSI. First of all, congratulations. Gökhan and I, we got to play all the games earlier today, and we had a lot of fun. There's some really cool, interesting, and unique stuff going on. The truth is, companies like ours wouldn't exist if it wasn't for people like you making games. So congratulations. I look forward to what you guys are going to make in the future. So without further ado, while solo development is an incredible achievement, most games are created by teams. This in no way makes life easier. Teamwork is a skill all of its own, and it can determine the success or failure of a project. Collaboration is one of the most important skills that students can develop during their time at university. Learning how to communicate ideas, manage challenges, support teammates, and combine individual talents into something greater than the sum of its parts. The nominees for the best team-developed games are... Microplastics, White Coral Crime.
So first of all, I would like to thank for this opportunity. I would like to thank Boris. who's here and hiding behind me. I would like to thank him for engaging me in all of that and actually making everything technical work in the game. And I would like to thank the university and also the teachers and lecturers as well for organising that, for giving us the opportunity to express ourselves in this way and to win this nomination. Thank you.
This was a team formed that had never met each other before this event. They'd probably never even been in the same room before this event. And they made a game that, as Claudia said before, is honestly so fantastic that it creates conversation, right? And that's why it's kind of naturally, although it didn't win out in terms of the brief of the game jam, in terms of the polish and the brief of the game jam, what it did do was supercharge our idea of what a UWL team in games looks like. And it was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, just one more round of applause just for those guys.
That was our final award, but I added, selfishly added a little bit for myself to say when I was, Jay and me worked collaboratively on this script, so we snuck a little bit extra in for ourselves. So before we conclude today's awards, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on what we actually came here to celebrate this afternoon, and that is, of course, you guys. So from our artists, designers, programmers, producers, researchers, collaborators, creators, everybody in this room, basically, this is supposed to be for you to celebrate and for us to round of applause you, especially. Some of the level 6s that are in this room will have remembered when I left, briefly, moment of madness. You were level 4s at the time, and I cried then, and so I feel like it's just full circle that I'm inevitably, probably at the pub, going to cry again. As staff, we have the privilege of seeing your work develop throughout the years, but events like this help us to step back and appreciate the collective achievements, the team achievements, the Game Awards, the different schools that are here, London College of Music, Comp Sci, Law, just everyone coming together because we love games so much, and so we can't wait to see you go on to do amazing things, and I will personally be looking for my thank you in your BAFTA speeches when you win your awards. So seriously, you should all be very, very proud of what you've achieved. I'm going to pass over to Jay, but I want a round of applause for all of you.
Okay, I have the special honour of bringing the awards to a close. I'd like to thank everyone who has helped make today possible, and my team. I mean, I'm nothing without them this year. As you know, I've been on maternity leave. This huge hand for Ryan and Sally as well, please, if that would be great. Thank you so much for your dedication and support throughout this year. To me personally as well, but to every single student that is on our games courses, and to our industry partners at Sega and MSI, thank you for your continued belief in our students and helping us create opportunities that connect education with industry. And to our media team, all of the camera people in this room, all the lighting people, thank you for your professionalism and hard work that has helped capture the game jams and this event today. Now, before we head into networking, we'd like to invite all our nominees, winners, staff, industry guests, and members of the media team to join us for a group photo. Really sorry, I know you're sick of us asking you for photos, but please, just one last one. And thank you, everyone. That's it. We're done.